Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We've had a lot of emails
Yes.
all over the world. Love to get them. And people are moving to the villages, and we frequently get letters of thanks for the help that we try to provide. Again, it's not expert information. It's just our information. So you can take it all for what it's worth. But they want to know about the moving process, about getting ready to move. What did we bring? That's the big question, I think.
Yeah. Or what
So,
did we leave behind?
What did we leave behind? And how did we do it? So we're going to go into some of those things for you. First of all, we're going to assume that you've made up your mind you want to come here. The earlier you decide, the better, because moving like us, 33 years in the same house, raising 3 children, and like I said in an earlier video, we had every G.I. Joe, every Hot Wheel car. We had Legos, baseball cards, trunks of baseball cards. We had, pocket knives, baseball uniforms, baseball bats, gloves, a lifetime of accumulations. So we had to start getting rid of those.
Yeah, we were pack rats. But we thought it meant a lot to us and their kids, but they'll probably throw it all away, the kids, but who knows.
Well, we had a whole room in the basement dedicated to this stuff. You know, when you go to McDonald's and you get a toy, we saved all those. We had a laundry basket full of those toys.
Yeah.
And the G.I. Joes and just some amazing amount of things that kids are going to love, but taking up space. And then we had, think about your family pictures. We had a photography business after even the last 10 years that we taught school.
Right.
We had a photography business, and so we took a lot of senior pictures. When a child or a young lady or a young man get to be a senior in high school, they do a little session, and we did lots of family photos, and we've accumulated our own. You've got just us 2, and then there's our first baby, and then you got the ones with 2, and you've got big ones. You've got big wall portraits.
Oh, yeah.
And then the third baby comes along, and then your children grow up and they get married, and you get one with the new wife and then the new grandchildren. And so we had all those. You don't have room for all that stuff here. And that's a sentimental task. Get rid of it. Get rid of all but the most sentimental.
Well, like a lot of those pictures that were big pictures, the wall hanging pictures, we took a picture of the picture so we wouldn't actually bring the giant wall picture.
Now, when we were in the photo business, we liked to sell the big pictures, the big pictures. But as families change, you don't need the big picture because the family's different. So apologies to all my photographer friends, but I'm advising against the big pictures. Bring the small pictures, and better yet, digital, you know. So get rid of those. But still, we had suitcases full of old pictures.
Yeah.
And slowly, I think we're going to convert those over to digital files. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So we were also woodworkers. We made jewelry boxes. We loved doing that. I make them, and she would finish them. And they were quite popular where we were, and we sold them at local craft shows. And in fact, we had a whole collection if you came to our house in Indiana, I tell people you would have thought we needed an intervention because we had beautiful boxes, maybe 75 of them in our family room.
Yeah.
That's where we'd store them between the shows, but we had to get rid of those. And then my workshop, 3 table saws, a giant bandsaw, 44-inch drum sander, lathes, router tables, just drill after drill.
And lots of wood.
Lots of wood. I accumulated wood. I love wood. Walnut, maple, cherry, all that stuff. That meant a lot to me. Didn't bring any of it. Not one board. None. No. Sold all of that. So where do you sell that stuff? I know you're not going to be into woodworking probably, but maybe you have other hobbies and other things. Where do you get rid of that? Where did we get rid of it?
Facebook was a big help.
Facebook Marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
I sold everything that was in my wood shop on Facebook Marketplace. People were glad to get it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it worked out really, really well. So we sold all that, so that wasn't a problem. But then we have other things that aren't so easy. Tools are easily sold. What about clothes? We had clothes from all of our sons. We had our winter clothes, cowboy boots, cowboy hats, Coats, lots of coats. Indiana gets down in negatives every year.
Yeah. See, we had a farm, so we had horses. So we have cowboy boots, cowboy hats. Oh my gosh.
I like them. But we don't need them down here. We only brought one jacket, one coat, one jacket. I don't know if I even brought a sweater. But like I said in an earlier video, lots of T-shirts, lots of shorts, some sneakers, a dress shoe maybe. You can always buy things down here when you find out you need them, but clothes you're not going to sell, are you?
No, you don't sell clothes at yard sales. We had a huge yard sale, but most of the clothes we gave to Salvation Army or Goodwill. And occasionally, after we got here, we sent some to the Goodwill places here, the secondhand stores, which was great.
And things in your kitchen. I'm going to let her handle all that, but we had our wedding. We've been married 41 years.
Yeah.
41.
I've known it forever.
We had our wedding plates, maybe a 12-piece setting of Cordoba Micasa, I remember.
He picked it
It's
out,
beautiful.
actually.
Yeah, it was beautiful, but it was old. We don't need to bring all that. And we had lots of Corelle and other stuff. What'd you do with it?
Well, I still have china. I brought my china here, but we brought like half of the dish sets. So I didn't think we'd have a serving for 12 people. I'd bring about eight of the plates instead of 12. So I kind of scaled down to get rid of a lot of extra coffee pots, extra electric skillets. Now I kind of want the electric skillet, but I did get rid of a lot of the appliances because I didn't know what kind of room they'd have down here. So I did get rid of a lot of kitchenware.
Yeah, we had that gaggle of geese. That was a Hadley pottery thing that's from Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes.
And we had a whole set of those things, and we sold those on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, we
but
did.
most of our dishes went to the Goodwill.
Yeah.
All the kinds of things that we thought we wouldn't have room for down here. We were a little bit nervous about the amount of room because we had looked at least 15 houses when we came down. And the unifying theme through all those was there's hardly any storage. Mm-hmm. So we overdid it. We got rid of more things than we should probably.
Yeah.
When I got down here, I needed things to hang pictures. Didn't have any nuts, bolts, screws. I did keep a lot of hand tools, things that I could put in a big, one of those Rubbermaid chests on wheels. I filled 2 of those up with tools and shop things. But still, I got rid of so many, and I wish I'd kept some. Mm-hmm. I would encourage you, if you decide to hire movers, and that's the way we did it. It was 875 miles down here, and that we filled up a moving truck, and we had a few things left over, enough for a small trailer. But I encourage you, when you are torn about should I get rid of that shredder, or should I get rid of that hammer, or what about this staple gun, or if you're going to have a lot of room on that moving truck between items that will hold little things you can slide in.
Oh, yeah.
Fill that truck up and then decide when you get down here. You could always make a run to the Goodwill or the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Or over on Highway 301, there are lots of thrift stores that will take your things.
Yes.
When in doubt, bring it, I would say, if it's small. But if it's something that's not very valuable and it's easily replaced and it's not going to be a priority, get rid of it.
Right.
That coffee table, that big black coffee table, that giant wrought iron table, get rid of those things.
Yeah.
When you come down here, you're going to want, like we want Florida. We want the light colors, the teals, the whites, things like that. We brought a big entertainment center, and we like it. Hats off to my brother-in-law, Daryl. He made it for us a few years ago. We brought that with us. It's dark, though. I'm thinking about painting it white.
I'm not sure about that.
She's against it. But I don't know. It's a big job, so I probably won't do it.
Because I'll have to do it. Yes.
Boy, that threw me off my train of thought right there when you said you would do it. But anyway, bring things that you need, bring things that you love. You can buy things down here, but I'm going to tell you, furniture, we bought some furniture down here. We bought a sofa. We bought a love seat. We bought a kitchen table. We bought, what do you call that thing right there?
Just an accent piece.
Accent table. Your sofa table goes behind your sofa. Mm-hmm. We bought some of those things here because they were lighter. They went with the Florida theme a little bit better. We bought that screen that you've seen in some other videos. We bought artwork like you can see on the wall back there. Lamps we bought after we came down here. Lamps don't make a move too well sometimes.
No.
But you can buy things down here. But I wanted to say about furniture. There are some furniture stores here right downtown. You have City Furniture. You have Babette's. There's a couple others, but honestly, the kind of furniture you don't want to come down here and spend a fortune on a house, and then you have closing costs, and you have other incidental fees, and go right out and start buying expensive furniture. You know, you could always bring what you have and do that later, but I found that the furniture that was the cheaper furniture in these stores, I didn't want to put in my house. So we brought down our dining room table from home, all the chairs. How many chairs?
8.
8 chairs. We bought some stools to go around the countertop here, and right back there you can see a brown sofa and chair.
Leather couch, yeah.
Those are nice. But they are dark brown leather sofa and chair. They don't really fit the theme, but man, they were expensive. I just can't see. You got to sell things for pennies on the dollar when you sell furniture.
Right.
And we just didn't do that. So if you can live without it, get rid of it. If you got to have it, bring it. And if you can't decide, bring it and get rid of it later. All right, I'm looking at a little list that I made here. Don't be afraid to gift things, like I said, to the Salvation Army and all those kinds of places. When you sell your home, people want to ask me all the time, did you sell with a realtor or did you sell it yourself? We got lucky. Yeah. We sold it ourselves. The first person we told we were going to sell decided to buy our house. Yeah. That's very fortunate.
That's crazy.
Here in the villages, people want to know, did you hire a realtor? That's the subject for another video, but we did not hire a realtor. You don't have to hire it when you're the buyer. You just, they're glad to work for you and to help you get set up in a new home. The sellers pay the commission. So we'll do a video about that. If you're going to move, I encourage you to scout out your movers. We got lucky. We found a lovely moving company in Louisville, Kentucky. They came to our house, gave us an estimate. Yeah. They even went room to room and wrote down everything. And when they finished, they said, we'll move this house for X number of dollars. And they did it. And they did a great job. They came down here and they met us when they said they would. And just that's because we hired a good company. Make sure you get references and you hire a good moving company. But what?
Do we need to turn it off?
Turn it off.
Yeah.
Do we need to turn off the camera?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh.
Let's wait till we get finished.
Okay.
Oh, excuse us.
Sorry. Question time.
But that's about it. We say purge. Don't wait till when you find the house of your dreams down here. If it's a pre-owned house, you better be ready to pull the trigger because they don't last long. Mm-hmm. We put 15 on our list when we came down here. 2 weeks later,
all of them were gone.
They all were pending offers. Mm-hmm. So when you come down, if you come on a lifestyle visit and you want to look at pre-owned homes, which personally I think is the way to go, be ready to make an offer or be ready to do it soon because I don't think if it's fairly priced, it's not going to be on the market too long.
No, not at all.
But that's it for us. I hope we helped you with the move. You know, you can shoot us an email if you have other questions. By the way, if you've noticed, if you've sent me emails, I type you answers. She does too.
Not as much as he does.
But
he's good at it.
Don't you love that?
You're so good
when there's
at
a job like that and they just tell you you're so good at it. But you're good at it. You just keep doing it. But anyway, well, I'll get back to you. But if you send me your phone number, I'll be able to do a text message where I will hold that little talk button and I will give you a verbal answer. It's easier for me. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Goodbye.
We'll see you when you get here.
What's wrong with saying goodbye?